Freedom, freedom, they shout. These are images the Indonesian government doesn't like to see. Thousands of Papuans declaring themselves independent from Indonesia at a gathering earlier this week. They're waving the Papuan Morning Star flag, something considered treasonous according to Indonesian law and can lead to a life sentence in prison. Al Jazeera obtained this footage from sources in Papua, since foreign journalists are banned from traveling there. At a meeting organized by several pro-independence groups, the Papuan government was symbolically installed. Papua has quite a number of very active pro-independence groups, since they were handed over by the Dutch colonial government to Indonesia in the 1960s, a move they consider illegal.
We had a lot of problems organizing this Congress, especially because we are not allowed to use any public facilities.
After a declaration of independence was read, the Indonesian military and police raided the meeting. Shots were fired for hours and more than 300 participants were detained, including members of the new symbolic government. The Papuan leaders are now facing treason charges. According to human rights activists, 6 people were killed and 17 are still missing. Police say only 2 people were killed. The government has defended the security forces' response because it says participants of the meeting were committing a coup d'etat. Papuan groups have asked the United Nations to investigate the killings. Violence has increased since workers at the Freeport mine in another part of Papua went on a strike 6 weeks ago. The American-owned largest gold and copper mine has historically been at the center of protest of the independence movement. Many Papuans feel that they are not receiving a fair share of their own natural resources. These are rare images coming to us from Papua. Footage of Papuans declaring independence is hardly ever seen on Indonesian television. Indonesia is worried that Papua will follow the same path as East Timor that became independent in 1999. The government has so far hardly done anything with requests from Papuan groups for a dialogue. Even worse, it has answered with violence. Step Vassen, Al Jazeera, Jakarta.